He was outstanding. It's one of those games where you hate to see a guy get a loss after they threw so well for so long. I know Hunter almost tracked that ball down the gap, just hit off his glove, and after the single from Tomlinson, it was just go to the strikeout pitcher and try to get some punch outs and keep a run from crossing the plate. But I thought Christian was outstanding. That's to me as good as he's been all year. Tough loss for him.
How valuable of an outing is that for him personally, knowing, battling sort of the idea that he would go back into the pen and wanting to continue to start?
Yeah, I think he values every start he gets, and he knows they're precious at this level. They're not easy to come by. There's only so many starters in the major leagues, and he's got the opportunity to do it right now, and he wants to grab hold of it for the future, and made a very strong case today and feel really good about what he did.
Looked like Austin was already moving up the third baseline on that throw home from Hunter, and Will cut it off. From what you saw, just assuming that was the right play if he was already moving up the third baseline, but was that the right play from what you saw?
Since there was no other play there, Will probably wants to let that ball go. I think he'd say that right now. I don't think we're accustomed to Hunter Renfroe's arm yet. I mean, that is a very unique play to see a ball drop on the line like that and see a guy come up firing like that. I think I don't know how far up the line it was going to be to Hedgie, but I thought it was going to be close enough to be an interesting play at the plate. It's just the way that play developed. I think Will's natural instinct thought he had already scored by that point in time. So without taking a check back to see the fact that they're tagging up there, I don't think Will really knew. And there's some arm strength there. I think you guys are going to be impressed by that in time.
You said yesterday that you'd throw these new guys right into the fire. Is this what you had in mind, the 3 at-bats in the ninth inning and Torres getting the ninth inning of a one-run game?
Yeah, that's the fire. I mean, the Sergio Romo at-bat is not a good matchup for any right-handed guy, but give Hunter the opportunity to step in the box, face him, try to battle through, put a ball in place. And same as Will Myers. I mean, those are tough at-bats against him. He's always handled right-handed hitters very well, so that's really a tough at-bat for Hunter. He had a couple hits on the day, gave him a chance to win a baseball game or at least tie a baseball game right there, and I thought those guys were great. That Torres was great. You give up the first pitch double to Belt, and then after that you punch a couple guys out and get through the inning. It's a live arm lefty right there. That's another great acquisition that we're looking forward to seeing more of.
Overall happy with the rookies, the way they played tonight?
Yeah, I think, Carlos Asuaje wants to get that first hit. Manny Margot wants to get that first hit. Those guys want to get those out of the way. Everybody does. Once you get that first hit, you breathe a little bit. But they're not far off. Margot got robbed there his last at-bat. That's a great play by Nunez at third base. And I think their effort was great, and their energy's great, and there's going to be a lot of more good days for them.
Obviously, Hedges hasn't had a whole lot of time to work with Friedrich. What did you make of their kind of pairing today?
Really good. He stuck to his strengths very well. Christian works glove side incredibly well, and Austin took advantage of that today and also married that kind of hitter's weaknesses when he could. So I thought he was very good behind the plate calling the game, and I think they had good chemistry all the way through.